Right, welcome guys. We have got our first look at Frankenstein. Not Frankenstein's monster, Dr. Frankenstein. In Del Toro's brand new movie, which is going to be releasing on Netflix soon, November. We also got a description of the monster, by the way, from both Variety as well as Del Toro himself. This is a movie which I'm personally really looking forward to. I mean, who in their right mind would not be looking forward to Del Toro's Frankenstein movie? Genuinely. Mental. This is going to be peak Frankenstein, I think. I genuinely do think that. I think Del Toro is not underrated, certainly, because everyone thinks he's great, by and large. But, yeah, a unique voice in horror. Someone that is not necessarily breaking the mould, but going back to a previous mould. And I like it. I like it a lot. So we're going to take a look at this. Please do hit subscribe if you're a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. I can see you all from the analytics, and we've had really good success. December was brilliant. January's been equally as good. We're the last day of January. Let's end on a high. If you like this kind of content and you keep coming back, please do hit subscribe. It'd be great to have you here more often, guys, genuinely, and it does help the channel out more than you know. But anyway, let's dive into it, shall we? So this dropped... when did this drop? Yesterday. It was quite late yesterday, or what would have been for me anyway. The initial image that was doing the rounds. I didn't get word of any of the descriptions, and so it was a bit. I mean, it's a bit lacking just to do a video on one singular image. But then we started to get the word on all of the descriptions that were going around. So good for a video basically. But it says this: following a recent behind-the-scenes shot showing the character from behind, Netflix has now released the first official look at Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein in Del Toro's upcoming adaptation of Mary Shelley's classic novel. So the image shows Victor looking characteristically intense as he addresses a room full of his peers with a mysterious vial in his hand. Del Toro screened the first footage from the movie to members of the press on Wednesday from his LA bleak house. So just this is the image, right? And I've pulled it up here because I thought we'd get people's response to it. Now this is actually this is how it would have. This is how doctors were back then. Like a lot of these surgeries were performed live to lots of people. Obviously, there were stuff which wasn't done like that as well, but they did a lot live. And other doctors would be watching this stuff, and they'd be sort of researching it as they were going along. That's just how it was basically. It's a great image. Like it's a really, really powerful image. It's a strong image. And now whenever I talk about these kind of things, lots of people are always going, "Oh, it's just an image." Look, mate, you can actually tell a lot from an image, genuinely. And because it's Del Toro, I'm sure a lot of people will probably just agree with this automatically. But if I was to put this, say if I was to say, "Hey, look, I'm going to put this up in the cinema. This is going to be the poster for this movie. It's going to be one of. It's going to be the character posters." You wouldn't blink twice at that. You'd go, "Yeah, that works. That works." And that says a lot about how this movie's going to be shot. If you can just take one random still image, which we'll see more in the trailer, obviously, but random still images, and those random still images are of note like this. They're strong. They're powerful. They look like they could be a poster. That's a sign of great cinematography, which we always have with Del Toro's movies anyway. But it's a great image. The vial itself, I'm sure, is going to be something. It's either going to be an element of sort of medicinal quality, which can raise the dead, or it may even actually just be a preserved body part. We don't know. Who knows? Could be one of the two. But the response has been pretty good. I feel like Oscar Isaac is due for a massive breakout role. Pretty certainly has he not? He's had his breakout roles. He's been in blockbusters, no? But okay. A movie by this director with this cast not going to theatres is a crime. Yeah. But Netflix has been pushing their stuff to theatres lately, so maybe this will be one of them. Just everyone loves it. Anything Del Toro is worth a watch. That actually, Pinocchio was a brilliant film. That was great. Looks so awesome. I'm waiting for this. I love everything about this, and Del Toro's never let me down. First day watch. A modern day Frankenstein film by Del Toro. It's not modern day, but all right. If it's got Christoph Waltz, I'm going to Christoph watch. That's terrible. Jesus. But anyway, as you can just see, everyone's, cool. Everyone's very happy with it. Great response. Generally speaking, I don't think there's any negativity here. I think people are overwhelmingly happy with all of this. And then, shall we see what the description was? So, according to Variety, this is their response. Well, this is what they saw anyway. So, this film has been on. Oh, well, this is Del Toro's response. Well, this is Del Toro's comments first. So he says, this film has been on my mind since I was a child. For 50 years, I've been trying to make it. For 20 to 25 years, in fact. Some people may even think I'm a little bit obsessed with Frankenstein. And obviously because there's lots of figurines in his house, basically. And they probably would be right, you see. Over the decades, the character has fused with my soul in a way that it has become an autobiography. It doesn't get more personal than this. I hope you enjoy this small look at Frankenstein. That's a really interesting way of putting it. The character is fused with the soul. I guess in some regard, he views himself like a Dr. Frankenstein because he's creating monsters all the time, isn't he? Interesting. But anyway, so the footage assembled by the Pan's Labyrinth director himself, that's good as well, actually. I wonder if he's got final edit on this. It's a Netflix movie, so he might. Saw Victor Frankenstein facing off with Mia Goth as a seemingly well-to-do aristocrat. It also provided a brief glimpse at Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein's monster, towering over Isaac's bed with long black hair, stitched up grey skin, and a glint of red in his eyes. That is good. That's really good. Del Toro's description's better, which we'll get to in a minute. So Christoph Waltz, Felix Camera, Lars Mikkelsen, David Bradley, Christian Convery, Charles Dance, etc. They're also in this as well. But what's Del Toro's comments on this? What did he say in terms of his? Oh, it's not here actually. Sorry. Well, he also said this. So this is when it was first announced. I did have another description here somewhere. Let me find my description of Frankenstein, because it was a much better one. It was a much better description. Here we have it. So, and this is Del Toro himself. He says he's tall, he's lanky, and despite being pieced together from various body parts, you can very clearly see that it's Elordi under all the makeup. His movie star good looks clash with the horrific makeup in a way that just works. Even the signature cut across the head, a staple of every Frankenstein's monster, is a little cooler than usual as it starts on the upper right side of his head and then swoops down close to above his left eye. So there you go. Cool. Description of the monster, footage description, new look image. What do you think? Let me know down below. I'm very keen on this. November couldn't come quick enough, although I'm not wishing my year away, obviously. But I would like to hear your thoughts. Are you keen? Are you not? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.